You know, the one thing that Big Tasty...
Big Tasty? Who's Big Tasty?
It's me. It's the rap name.
Your rap name should be Big Pain in my ass. Now get out of here. Go play in the street.
And the JTP can't stand is dry lips. So when this occurs, we always reach for BAM! The Blue Rose Bath and Body Peppermint Lip Balm. It's our personal favorite. It's never let us down.
Never gonna let you down.
It leaves our lips feeling smooth, supple, soft, moist, and oh so tasty.
On a humbling note, I really need this.
Let me demonstrate. Oh yeah. It has a nice tingle, which lets you know that it is not only protecting, but treating your lips. And the word on the street is that Mark is restocking his site right now with the brand new supply of said lip balms. So let's go check him out and see what he's up to, yo.
Like that.
Thank you for joining us for what will be the most important event of your lives.
Better than when we saw the greatest bands in the world play Live Aid?
1000%. I literally stake Adam's life on it. Wait, what?
Hi everybody, it's Mark here at the Blue Rose Bath and Body. And as you can see, I'm a fan of Big Tasty. He placed a huge order for peppermint lip balms. But we're running low on stock, so I'm going to have to go make some of those for you today, as well as...
Bam! You can just give it one bam like that.
The Vanilla Bean lip balms. So come along. And watch as Shannon and I go over some of our bath bomb making secrets.
Oh, I see what's going on here. You have a secret family.
If I had a secret family, why would I be standing here talking to you people?
Guess what, Shannon? We do have a secret family.
Ah, what's that?
The Blue Rose Bath and Body family.
That's right. We do have a secret
Because when you buy from us, you're part of our family, people.
That's right. All right, so you got a bunch of lip balm tubes here and some lip balm caps.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that you want to make sure these are sterilized. I like to do it the night before, and they dry it out, and I put them back in their little baggie just so they'd stay nice and sanitary, because when you're putting anything near your eyes or face in general, or especially your lips, you want to have them sanitized and sterilized.
I know that if I buy a lip balm, I would love to think that they are sanitizing anything that's going to go on my lips. So absolutely. So yeah, explain your little setup here, because you've kind of got a neat little trick.
Yeah, this is my little tip for you, one of my many secrets. It's going to fast forward.
So you
want to make sure you have on both sides filled on your little holder, and then you put a piece of cardboard on the bottom and flip. That way you don't have a problem with them running all over the place. It takes forever doing it from underneath.
If you stick them up in underneath, yeah. All right, so, I see you're measuring out the soft oils here.
Yeah, my hards are already burning, but melting down. Not
burning.
Yeah, that's why I did want to mention that. You want to keep an eye on them because they can be tricky sometimes.
And such a small amount, when you're making a small batch like this especially, a small amount of the butters actually goes into this. You'd be surprised,
yeah,
you know. So
you have to use that little tiny scale. You see it down there.
You definitely have to keep an eye on them when they're melting.
We put vitamin E in there as well.
Yeah, but let's talk a little bit about what we do put in, and we are going to link a basic recipe down in the description box. So if you're looking for a very nice basic recipe with some great oils and butters, you will be able to find that later. So what we have chosen to use as our, you can use any wax that you want, but being as we're wanting to be organic and vegan, all natural, we have chosen the Candelilla wax, and it is the vegan plant-derived wax alternative to something like beeswax or things that might be an animal byproduct, which we want to try to stay away from for us, for our products. But the great thing about the Carnauba Wax is that it's got anti-aging properties. It contains a really wonderful amount of vitamin A in it, which helps produce and promote cell regeneration. So that is great. And it's also like a non-comedogenic, which means it doesn't clog your pores. So people with oily skin really work. Oh yeah, explain
Let me give
this.
you a tip right here, people. Here's one of my other secrets. I was trying to fill up 10 tubes, and it was setting up on me. You can scrape that, but what you want to do is use a heat gun instead of trying to melt them down, and that does the trick for you. It heats the jar, and you can get that last bit in that last tube. It works out great.
Very smart.
Yep.
Yep.
I can be ingenious sometimes.
You can be smart. That's a trick you kind of created on your own there.
Then you just melt down the tops, forcing that last bit into them.
Plus, it's giving it a nice smooth finish.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you have any sinking or
There's
settling.
our nice little
And then they're easy to take off.
Yeah,
as
very
you can
easy.
tell. You want to clean those with alcohol and get all that wax residue if any ran down the sides, because those labels won't adhere. That's what I'm doing here.
Right.
And I'm also giving a nice little beveled touch to it when you open it, so it's not a mess.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing right there. It's just wiping off any excess
Yeah,
wax.
because your labels definitely won't adhere. Plus, we don't want to hand out products that are oily on the outside.
Yeah. Definitely not. You don't want mess on your hands.
Right.
And they can be if you don't clean them up properly.
Oh, definitely
And
can.
those labels are really finicky too. The ink, if you have any oil, that's why I'm wearing gloves too, because that will just smear the ink, and that makes a little. And sometimes it still happens. You can't avoid it sometimes.
That is true. So yeah, back to the Carnauba Wax and a couple extra things that we put in our formulas. I think I'd mentioned that it was non-comedogenic and that it doesn't clog pores. That's really good for people with oily skin. So even people with oily skin who have maybe chapped lips, they can still use this without fear of clogging the pores around their lips. The Carnauba Wax is also a great humectant, which basically just means it is moisturizing and soothing. So that just kind of makes it a perfect ingredient to put in a lip balm, especially. And it also gives it kind of a glossy finish. So I don't know. I love.
I know
that
I like
wax.
that feeling, and it makes for kissable lips, which I really
Yes, it
appreciate.
does make for kissable lips. Another thing that we do, you don't have to do this. Since lip balms are an anhydrous product and they don't have water in them, they don't absolutely need a preservative in them, but we put in some some vitamin E oil.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, and the reason we do that is A, it's great for your lips, but B, it is a natural preservative that can help protect and then
rejuvenate,
strengthen the lasting power of your lip balm.
Yeah.
So that's
it has
a
a
really
lot of
great
good qualities.
Oh, absolutely. Now, one thing I really love about our labels is the little tab up there at the top. So that way when you receive them, you know if that tab is not broken, you are receiving it directly from the moment it's been poured and Mark has put the label on and it's going out.
Yeah, you don't want anybody tampering with your lip balms.
Absolutely
Anything
not.
going on your lips, yeah. it's kind of like medicines. You want to make sure they're properly sealed and protected. Don't use them if that seal's broken, by the way. That's just a warning.
Oh, absolutely don't. So you're working on the vanilla beans right now, trying to get those nice and labeled, but the peppermints were first. And one thing I really love about our peppermint, and I think you mentioned it in the intro, is that we didn't just use a flavor oil of peppermint in our peppermint lip balm. We also used a little touch of essential oil.
The tinglies.
That way it would have a tingly quality that you can feel on your lips. It just feels, you can feel it working.
I love that.
It's fantastic. It's when I have really chapped lips, if I get a crack in my lips somewhere during the winter or something like that, when I put that on, I can actually feel it working, and it just,
I know that Big Tasty enjoys it because he's in
Wow.
high demand. He really wants a lot
he
of them.
does, yeah.
He orders them in bulk, people, and I suggest you get your hands on them, pick those up.
Yeah, those
while
are,
they last.
Those are our two most popular ones right now. I guess that's probably why we're having to make more of them. Is because
he hasn't run on them. He has to support the JTP.
Yeah.
The whole posse gets them.
But those definitely are our top ones that we seem to people seem to be most drawn to,
Yeah.
especially the vanilla bean.
Yeah, that's
surprisingly,
popular.
everybody.
I really hope you get your hands on these people. They're great. They're wonderful. We really love them. Our family loves them.
Yeah.
Part of the Blue Rose family. You'll really be proud of these and enjoy them.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
When are you gonna start dancing?
All right, we're finally putting the cap on all those lip balms, and we're going to get them ready to ship out to you guys.
Airplane. The wave. Crab legs. Helicopter. The worm. Ow. And turtle spin. Great.
My little partner in crime here, Frodo, also known as Little Yum Yum. Isn't that right, baby? Well, wanted to drop by and say hi to all you guys. If you enjoyed watching this video,
Entourage. You run west. You run east. Spread the word that the Tasty Boys are coming. All right. Okay. The hype machine begins.
please like, share, subscribe, comment, and give us some feedback. We always appreciate that. And as always, ring our bell. Until next time, bye, guys.
M to the G-Berg, what a failure!